Nichole Ohrablo. This morning I'm showing you guys how to make vegan, gluten-free cupcakes. These are also high protein, so they're kind of a bodybuilder's dream come true. They are an off-season recipe, but they're really good and they're really great for post-workout. Instead of starting with all the flour, it started with Pamela's gluten-free baking mix. This one's the vanilla cake mix. Great products, awesome for anyone that can't have gluten or anyone that can have gluten. My husband absolutely loves their products and he can eat wheat, it's totally fine. But these are really good and they're shortcut. So we started with this, then all you do is add a third cup of water, add a third cup of safflower oil. You can choose any other oil that you'd like. I'm sure that walnut oil or almond oil would add really great flavor to it as well. The recipe called for 3 eggs, but rather than putting 3 eggs in because I don't eat any dairy, we used chia seeds. These are your chia seeds, like same thing as Chia Pet. You can get this at any of the health food stores, and what you do with them is mix these with water. So we mixed 3 tablespoons of chia seed with some filtered water, and you shake it up, throw it in the fridge, and it makes this great gel. So it's got a really great consistency, and that would be where your egg-like consistency comes from. And we just used 3 tablespoons of the finished product in replacement of the 3 eggs. You can also, if you can have gluten, you can do energy egg replacer, or if you're not vegan, you can have the 3 eggs in there, or do egg whites and replace a little bit of the fat with something else. So it's totally up to you. Get creative with it. You add that into the mix, stir it up, set that to the side. That right there is your cake mix. We also added a 1/4 teaspoon of almond oil for a little extra flavor in there, so it was vanilla almond with the vanilla cake. So rather than using flour or soy milk powder as called for, I wanted to make these high protein, so I used Trader Joe's partially defatted peanut flour. This stuff is great. A 1/4 cup of it only has about 3.5 grams of fat, 16 grams of protein, and about 6 grams of carbs. I could be slightly off on the carbs there. And I've even used this before in shakes to make protein shake and give it a really nice peanut butter taste without as much fat and adding extra protein. So this is a little vegan tip right here. They make really great pancakes too. So we did a 1/2 cup of this. It called for a 1/2 cup of Earth Balance spread, which is vegan butter. There's no animal products in this. So instead of doing all this product, I did a 1/4 cup of this and a 1/4 cup of coconut oil. Coconut oil is another one of those miracle foods. It's fantastic for you, and energy-wise, since it's a medium-chain triglyceride, boosts you right up. So we added a 1/4 cup of this, a 1/4 cup of this. Next up comes your vanilla extract. We put 2 teaspoons of organic vanilla extract. Make sure when you get extracts that you go with the organic ones, because most commercial ones are loaded with FD&C dye number 25, 13, and chemicals. So our icing is actually, it looks like it's straight up chocolate. It's a chocolate peanut butter icing, so these are really usually most people's favorite combination. 1/2 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. And we also used, to get the sweetness, a 1/2 cup of agave nectar, which is a low glycemic sweetener. We used the raw version, although we didn't cook these at all. So this stayed raw. So your icing, you basically just mix all of that up. Since none of these ingredients have animal products in them, the icing can be completely raw. Blended them up in the blender. You can hand blend them, or you can use a food processor to just get that nice whipped consistency. Brown rice protein, this is Nutribiotic brand. Use 2 tablespoons, threw that into the icing to give it a little more protein. 2 tablespoons has 24 grams, so in the whole recipe you're throwing 24 grams plus your 16 grams divided by your, it's like 7, 8 cupcakes depending on what size. So make that extra high protein for post-workout. If it's a little too hard or a little too thick, you can add a little bit of extra either agave, or you can add a little bit of water just to kind of water it down a little bit, and then ice your cupcakes with it. So the cupcakes bake for 25 minutes. Popped out of the oven, ready to go. Make sure that you test them so the inside isn't gooey. You stick a chopstick in there, and then ice your cupcakes. Not as pretty as they could be, but vegan, gluten-free, high-protein cupcakes. The flour combination that this is made with is tapioca, rice, and then all of the other ingredients, chicory root powder. It's already got aluminum-free baking powder in it and your baking soda, so you don't have to, it kind of cuts out some of the extra steps. We made these in 20 to 30 minutes. They bake about 25. So in a half hour, we were already enjoying our cupcakes. If you're gonna have sweets or cupcakes or anything along those lines, you gotta have some milk with it. And I'm not a dairy drinker, so almond milk, even for non-vegans, this is something that I even had pre-contest up until a certain point. This stuff is great. It's only 35 calories per cup. There's only 2 grams of fat. There's only like 1 gram of carb in it, and that's the Silk brand pure almond unsweetened almond milk. If you guys have any questions or you want to contact me, I can be reached at MISSFitness@AOL.com, or you can hit me up on Facebook at Nichole Ohrablo, Nichole Ohrablo, Ohrablo, or you can add a like to my fan page at Nichole Ohrablo Fitness on Facebook.com.